What if I tell you that at this very moment, you're already being controlled, not by force, not by chains, but by invisible tactics so powerful, entire empires have been built on them. The greatest con artists in history didn't just steal money, they rewired minds. And the terrifying truth is this: you are not as immune as you think. Watch till the end, because I'm about to expose the 5 most dangerous manipulation tactics ever used by the most ruthless con artists the world has ever seen. These are not harmless tricks. They are psychological weapons, crafted to bypass logic and stab directly into your instincts. No one is safe. The rich, the educated, the powerful. They all fall the moment these tactics are executed with precision. If you don't know how to spot them, you're not just vulnerable, you're prey. And here's the disturbing part. These tactics aren't only in the hands of con artists. They are used in politics, in marketing, even in relationships. The first dangerous tactic is reciprocity. It begins with a gift, something small, something innocent, a smile, a compliment, a free drink. But beneath that kindness is poison. The moment you accept, your brain whispers, you owe them. And from that whisper grows chains. Suddenly, you're giving more than you ever intended. Victor Lustig, the man who sold the Eiffel Tower not once but twice, mastered this. He always gave his targets small gestures of trust first. A forged document, a false courtesy. And once they accepted, he owned them. Remember this. The moment you feel like you owe someone who gave you something you didn't ask for, you're already inside their trap. But what happens if kindness doesn't work? What if you don't take the bait? That's when they escalate and summon the illusion of power. The second tactic is authority, cloaked in fake legitimacy.
But what if you hesitate? What if authority isn't enough to push you over the edge? That's when they weaponize time itself. The third tactic is urgency. They make you believe the clock is ticking, and panic replaces reason. Only 2 left. Offer ends tonight. Act now or lose forever. Scarcity triggers survival instincts, the fear that if you don't grab it now, you'll starve later. Victor Lustig used this too, convincing rich businessmen that they had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to buy pieces of the Eiffel Tower before it was supposedly scrapped. Panic isn't enough. Sometimes they need to bypass your logic completely, and that's when they go for the jugular, your emotions. The fourth tactic is emotional warfare. They weaponize fear. They exploit guilt. They inflate your pride. They twist your compassion. A heartbreaking story, a terrifying warning, a flattering compliment. Frank Abagnale, the infamous imposter who posed as a pilot, a lawyer, even a doctor, used flattery and charm to make people lower their guard. His victims didn't just trust him, they wanted to impress him. While your heart races, your brain shuts down, and in that fog of emotion, you'll hand over money, secrets, even loyalty. The con artist doesn't just take from you, they rewrite what you feel and make you believe it was your idea. But emotions fade, the high burns out. So how do they lock you in permanently? That's where the final tactic comes in, the slow, suffocating trap. The fifth and most dangerous manipulation tactic is escalation of commitment. It begins small, a harmless signature, a tiny payment, a single yes, and then, slowly, they tighten the rope. Each step feels logical because you've already taken the last one. Bernie Madoff, the architect of the largest Ponzi scheme in history, mastered this. Investors started with small sums, then bigger, then everything. And by the time doubt crept in, they were too deep to escape. This is the ultimate con. You don't realize you're trapped until you've built the...
Most people will continue to walk blind, sleepwalking into traps designed to enslave their decisions. But not you. You've seen behind the curtain. So when you feel that pressure, when someone flatters you, rushes you, or makes you feel guilty, stop. Step back. Recognize the weapon being used against you. Knowledge is the only shield. Awareness is the only defense. Learn these tactics. Guard your mind, because once you lose control of it, you've already lost everything else.